What's going on, everybody? I'm here casting alongside the wonderful Connor, and today we are hosting the great MOCH Empire's very first tournament here, a kill race for $300. It's going to be an amazing tournament today. Connor, why don't you tell them what's happening today?
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Friday night. Welcome to the stream. And let me tell you, guys, this is a kill race among them all. 6 teams going up head-to-head between a few matches to see who is going to take away that $300 prize pool. Now, looking at these teams, it's going to be very impressive to see how they play along, how they go, and how we're going to swing in whose favor, who is going to come up on top. You know, that's the big question at the end of the day, poor boys. So I want to know, who do you think is going to be some of your favorites? You see, you got a lot of teams here, such as the Huyas with Graphics, Killian, Riots, and Mino. You got the great ones with Kelson, Mythical Dragon 84, and She Stole Him. You got Spiffy Whiffy with Agent Shep, Kiwi Boy, and Brandon. You got No Reply here with K-Duns. You got Drama, and then you have Andresio. Now, you have our Razor. You have, I think that's Neo Cock. And then you also have Nox as well with RAR XD, with Woodland Chunk 47, Soviet AB, and then Jen Rachel. So these teams are going up head to head. Who do you think is going to be one of your favorites here going into the night?
Well, a name we've seen a lot, honestly, like even outside of these tournaments, is 1IQ. We know they're an ALGS finalist team. Unfortunately, I believe at the last ALGS they lost a player, but I think in this time they have all 3 players and they're ready to play. I think they got a very good shot here. They're a very good team, but we've seen a lot of other teams here. We know that Soviet AB, very good player. We got a lot. I don't know. We just have a lot of good teams here today. It really could go for anyone.
You know, just looking back at them, there's a lot of competition ahead of us. Kill races are a wee bit different than the normal style we're used to seeing here in Apex Legends. So think more Warzone here. If you guys are not familiar with any type of kill race endeavor, you'll see that these teams are going to be going for specific placements and points, you know, that you would see in a normal typical style, but it's more so going into individual games here. So these 6 teams will be going into matches, getting ready to play, and then you'll see each kill that they acquire per person will get them 1 point for their team. Now, if they do perhaps win a game that they are playing, then you'll see that they'll be getting themselves a nice 10 points acquired for themselves as well. So there's a lot to see that can go down, and we're going to have to find out and see who comes out on top.
Actually, it looks like we're going to be getting right into it. I believe they should be starting their matches here any second. Why don't we jump right into it?
We're going to see how it goes down and which team do we start on. I feel like there's only so many people to pick from, and I think that our first should go ahead and be from Agent Shep. I'm literally Brandon. Let's see what they've got going on here.
I'm sorry, it's what?
What? So that first match took us 3 minutes. Just an FYI.
I'm a baddie. You're gonna ban me? Shut up, Witty.
All right.
Like right there,
And I hope to hear that we can be heard here as we go ahead and watch these teams.
Rather get 1 than 0.
I think we're going to see a Mirage. Honestly, I'm surprised to see a Mirage in like a fast-paced kill tournament. It's you need a lot of kills to win this, and Mirage is a very slow-paced character, but you know, with the bamboozles, a lot can happen, I guess. A lifeline just to bring it back. That's another like great pick if you want to stay alive, if you want to cop a win. That's how you do it.
And I have seen in the past a Mirage in just normal comp play styles. It really just depends on how they can be a good supporting character to actually do the bamboozling to acquire, you know, evasions if they want to go for rotations, or if so, they just want to get an initial impact. You know, it only takes the blink of an eye to really take the turn of a fight, and I think they can have the opportunity at doing so with a player like Mirage on their squad. You know, you have movement such as Brandon, who's playing the Pathfinder pick. And then you got another easy support here. There's not enough love here for the lifeline, so it's nice to see them being played over here in this kill race.
Absolutely. It looks like they're going to drop a little hot here. They have a I believe I've seen 4 teams landed here with them. I think that's kind of the play for a lot of teams. We're going to see a lot of people just trying to land hot, get kills, back out, because there's no maximum amount of games here. They can just kind of try and drop kills, and even if they want, they can back straight out. Although if they are able to pick up enough kills early on, I think it'd be worth for a lot of them to stick around, maybe try and get that extra 10 points for the win. But we're going to see.
Let's see how it plays. So as you take a look here at their squad, being able to play here over by Twins, going for the underground loot with the flatline wingman on the Pathfinder pick from Brandon. You can't go wrong with that. I'm a particular fan with the wingman as well as the flatline. I would rock that kit all day, especially with movement. It's a good choice here for the Spiffy Whiffy squad. And there it is, another point racked up. 2 big old damage here for Brandon. But it looks like they're going to go ahead for the third party, getting a break on 1 and getting the wipe. Brandon securing themselves some of those KP, and that's some points on the board.
Actually, I think we got a little bit of combat down here going on Lince, Katie Lince. They dropped hot as well down at Sniper Tower. If we could jump over to them. They're already sitting fat here at 7 kills in their first game. They must have got a beautiful start there. Looks like they're just trying to W key their way into the next fight, which is honestly the play. I think you just want to keep moving forward. Another flatline R3. Honestly, personally, I think that's a dangerous combo. But if you can run it without running out of ammo, that's a disgusting one.
If there is any character, to play a double AR combat with, it's gonna have to be Octane. I mean, there's no other character that can really truly play the movement with 2 ARs like that. And so I think if they're gonna be playing aggressive, trying to get as much damage as possible on an initial fight, I mean, that's Octane's role. You go ahead, go for that initial push, do as much damage as possible, and then of course you're gonna have Pathfinder followed by that Q coming in from Valkyrie, giving you a perfect initial damage amount, and pretty much you're giving yourself a secured win if you're going to be trying to go for those gunfights. And as you see
my God,
here,
beautiful wipe coming out of Lince here, able to put them down real quickly.
It's literally to the definition of the book of how I explained it. I mean, you have Octane going in, trying to drop as much damage as possible, followed up by the really good support system that he has with that Pathfinder and Valkyrie. I mean, all 3 of them are executing this as you should, trying to go for as many kills as possible.
Looks like they're going to back out here, even though there was another team. They're down a little bit on health here. Seems like the safe play is just a backup, reset. There's only 5 teams remaining. It's definitely worth trying to get the extra 10 points here. Catch a little heal, run back in. That's what I would do, honestly. Oh, they're actually going to jump back in with the balloon. Maybe they did wipe the team. Did you see if they wiped the team, Kai?
Yeah, so that team that they were fighting in Energy Depot did end up working in their favor. They were able to execute 1 team, and I believe the third party that was there as well worked out in their favor. I mean, yeah, I think they're going to go for a wraparound. There has to be more teams in the incoming area. This is edge zone. They might have shots coming in from Hammond on top, and I believe they do. Now, doing a nice knock here on initial 180. Look at that kill here, going for another, but they do get knocked themselves, making it all up to drama here as their final player, getting 2 knocks as well as that trade. I mean, very good plays here to income, but drama really has to play it forward now to secure themselves this game. I mean, the points so far are going to be good kill-wise, but that 10 placement points that you get for winning your game is what matters the most. And they are going to get the finish, but it's not quite over yet.
Yeah, if you're going to stay deep into a game, you definitely want to go for the win. A loss here would honestly be kind of detrimental. They could have jumped into another game if they do lose it here. So hopefully Drama can pull it up. Unfortunately, they were able to finish both his teammates here. Drama's still trying to keep it alive, though. He's going to try and wrap. Ooh, able to hit a nice little beam there on the enemy. Ooh, leaving him 1 shot. Enemy is going to put up the fence, but he's able to take him down with relative ease here. Drama going to back up. He's going to try and get his teammate's banner. I think that's the play here with a knock. But he is getting pushed from behind. Able to put a beautiful beam down 149, but unfortunately he's going to go down, sending him back to the lobby. I think we might jump back into Agent Shep here, sorry.
they're able to pick up some kills themselves. Look at that Mirage play here, getting 2 out of that gunfight as the zone begins to close. Able to pick up 5 for themselves, and they do remain as the kill leader. Brandon as well, you can't forget them as the supporting role, playing the Pathfinder pick, going in for that second pick, finding 2 of themselves with 2 assist points. So the faster this game continues for them, they're going to be able to continue to rack up and hopefully secure that win. I mean, it looks like they're doing it with style now, so we can only hope how it plays out for them continually. Let's see how it goes.
Let's jump over to Razor here. I see they just got a revive. I believe they may have wiped the team for 1 IQ.
It's going to be Razor, Noxo, and this is going to be Neo as well. The 3 of them playing over by Grow Towers. So they're going to be trying to pull. Now, this honestly makes me wonder how many times I've been playing just a random pub match, and I was caught in the middle of a pub race where I just get absolutely melted while I'm just chilling. These guys are playing for cash. You know what I mean?
There's a lot more on the line when there's cash on the line. Makes you play a little bit more reserved when you really have to be playing forward. It's a funny, ironic standpoint when you're playing in for money, you know?
You're not wrong on that. But look at the skills that they picked up on themselves as well. They're going to be able to re-loot them. You're going to be able to get themselves occupied and ready to rumble, as there's only 11 people left in the squad, 3 of them being included in that majority. And they're just going to go ahead and be as quick as possible. That's why the Valk pick comes in clutch here on Olympus. You can see they can get quick rotations and scans just in case they see any teams in their proximity. And we're going to see how this ends up playing out for them. There could be a potential that 2 of these teams could be in the same lobby as one another. We're going to have to see how this goes. I'm not entirely sure if this is the truth here, but it looks like 2 teams might be fighting one another. So we'll have to see how this goes as we continue forward. And it looks like they are going to begin to look at each other, and this might be the case. It looks like Chiral might be in the same lobby as Razor's team. Let's see how this goes. It may very be the case. It might not be. We're going to have to see. Oh, it might not be. It's 7 squads. I'm lying. I was lying. See, they're in the same exact position. You can't get mad at me for that. They are literally in the exact position.
A very central spot here. They are able to take that team out, though. Every team is actually going really crazy here. I'm surprised to see it. Let's jump over to Linz, actually. I see a little bit of combat going down over at Gardens. Able to take down the Pathfinder with the Mozam alternator start. Nice little 3-kill start here for that team. Ooh, but he is going to go down. They are down a teammate, too. Oh, no.
And that's going to be the caster curse in its finest coming to light. There it is. As soon as they had that peak, it looks like they were taken out, making it all up to 1 for drama here. I mean, Pathfinder is not the worst pick to come in and try to pick up the clutch, but with the Devo, there's only so much that you can try to make happen here. Going in for the kill, gets the knock. Very nice to see. It looks like we have one of our teams picking up a win. That's going to be Razor Squad picking up the W here and finding themselves a +10 here in game 1, as we see No Reply also getting taken out. So 1 IQ finding themselves a huge leap here in game 1.
Absolutely massive for 1 IQ. That's a 25 kill game. That's a 35 point run for 1 IQ. An absolutely dominant game from them. Not surprising seeing them in the ALGS. We know this team's good. We know what they're capable of. It's incredible. I love watching these games, Connor. What about you?
You know, being a kill race is very much different for me. You know, seeing them all in the same lobby usually has a general focus as to how a lobby will play, but having them all go consecutively at once in different parts of the map, going in different speeds, you know, there's only so much that can be captured at one point. So you could see these tables flip without even realizing it here. And it really is going to be interesting to see how it plays out at the end, who is going to rise on top. I mean, you can see some teams who are consecutively playing at a very nice, consistent basis. And it looks like you see Spiffy Whiffy's squad still in the same lobby as well. You can see that Agent Shep has 6 kills to his name now, 1.1k damage. It's a very good start. Now, if they just continue to etch away at this first game, they're going to be able to hold themselves a really nice win under their belt, but they have the likes of No Reply, and 1IQ, 1IQ picking up a win just before them, especially with the same amount of kills. That can only mean, do you have to play both efficient and fast, or is that going to hold you to a pretty much a faster standard compared to everyone else?
Like most teams are sitting in the lobby just swapping out here, though. We do have graphics just landing and grabbing some loot over at Sniper. Oh wait, no, sorry,
Where guys
at
go?
Right here.
This is going to be a
the name
phase driver, I
escapes me.
believe, right?
Phase driver. Yeah. That
This
would be
is
the
phase
one.
driver. Yeah, Huya is coming in hot with graphics, leading the way as Valkyrie, taking a peek over as they try to find this kill. Looks like they do hear some movement going on in the building. On the stairs, getting a 130, and it's going to be a trade as Killian Riots is able to pick up the swap on Mr. Warrior G. Now they're going to have to get the revive quick as the rest of their team begins to pull in, as it wasn't a full kill. As they do get the finish and swap, they're going to see this team starting to make their way in as a 3v2, trying to catch them off before they can get that full heal off. But there is hope still with 13 squads in their lobby.
Lince
Well-
actually landed with the alternator. I see him going crazy. If we could jump over to Lince real quick. Picking up the Sentinel, trying to hit a little shot here. Ooh, unfortunately.
Ooh, nice knock.
Ooh, able to make the trade. Gonna be able to take down the Bloodhound, leaving a 1v2 situation here. They do have their teammate back. Oh, and a beautiful sniper shot, taking out the last guy there. A nice little 4-kill start for them, maybe even 6. I kind of wish we could see, like in a tournament setting, we can see shared KP, in rank.
Hmm?
It'd be nice to have that for pubs. It'd be a lot. You'd know exactly what's going on. at all
Especially
times.
as an observer. I mean, Respawn couldn't have anticipated that there would be tournament styles based off of their pub lobbies. But hey, it's here and it's in force. So if they recognize that, that'll be more for us. That is always a nice thing to have. So here comes Lince pulling in with the push here on that Octane pad. They may see some people that they could potentially fight here. But if we also take a peek at Eyes of Kelson, they seem to be doing pretty well for themselves. Looking to be in a fight, getting the Ashport up on Hammond Labs. And we're going to see how they are going to be going in here. Looking in with the R3030. They might have themselves a fight. They potentially hear some type of movement around them, and it looks like they are going to find themselves a fight. She's stolen, playing the fuse pick with Bloodhound behind. And this is where it's going to engage, getting a 49, but it's a 2v1 at the start. Ash going in with the stick, but the fuse comes back, and he's going to be hurting himself. Not too good for Mythical Dragon, as he's going to have to play it slow and try to go for those slow heals. The Eyes of Kelson looking for that peak as well, getting a nice 42, 50 flesh. She stole them, getting the trade on the Midwest Junkie. And now they're going to pull the bat.
Staying up's what really matters here when you're in a fight. When you go down, it's instantly a more dangerous game here. So it's good to Kelson backed up, caught a little heal there. Able to now take the 3v2. Oh, it looks like a third party might be ringing in here, though, with the Seer throwing down the ult. Kelson going to try and cop another heal. Enemies are backed up outside as they are pushing out to the front of Hammond, trying to get as much damage as they can here. Looks like they're going to be able to take down the Pathfinder, but unfortunately Mythical is going to go down, leaving it back to a 2v2. Kelson needing to take this one here. Missing a little bit, needing to reload, but the other guy is backing up. He is able to knock the fuse, sorry.
No, you're all good, but as you see, it was Midwest Junkie that got picked up by one, so it's back to a 1v2 now. Trying to get a swap, making sure that they're healthy to get this fight. She's stolen, playing very passive as they were trying to pull this medkit off. And Eyes of Kelson was able to pop a finish. Now we're going to see and take a look as they're trying to find this last remaining player. Going to try to throw that Ash Q as they're going to go for that banner. And they are close to a respawn as well. Zone closes in a minute 50, so they definitely have time. But that Seer Q is going to come just in time, and they do have the scan on how much health they have, and that's going to be a 2-stack that they're fighting. And it's not looking good for Eyes of Kelson as they are knocked out, making it a 1v2. The phase ult comes out, and they are trying to get finished here through the fire and the flames. And you can only ask if Dragon Force is present here to give us the ballot as well.
We carry on. Let's jump over to Lince over here. They are Valk ulting. Maybe they're going to be landing on a squad. I just watched them actually wipe a team on the edge. Ooh, Lince almost falling off the map. They're very sketchy. But they are going to make their way through. The names are escaping me right now for Olympus. Olympus is definitely the map you want to be on, though. I think World's Edge Olympus would be the absolute best rotation for maps. I'm glad we're not seeing Broken Moon right now. It's a lot slower paced gameplay.
You're not wrong on that.
Kills. Looks like they're looking over at Grow Towers. First going to check Garden out. Not too many players around though. Only 6 teams remaining. Oh, they are able to spot a team here in Gardens in the back ramp. Might only be a duo actually. Gonna try and make quick work of them. Able to instantly put down the first guy. Lince with a beautiful aim there. His teammates do move up as he catches a little heal in the back. Probably gonna queue his way in here. Ooh, but it's gonna be a bamboozle.
Yeah, gets the finish on the baby girl. Trying to get a couple more shots, getting a knock on Dirtnap. That's a really good amount of kills here. If he gets a full swipe on him, that's going to be 8 for Lince. And with that, let's get a listen in here on this squad.
Let's go. No tengo jumper. Vete para atrás, por atrás. Queda.
Aquí hay un botiquín. Cargando escudo. Vamos, vamos.
Looks like they're just gonna kind of play it safe here. Why don't we jump over to literally Brandon? I see him going to work with the massive caster's curse yet again. He goes down as I call it. Unfortunately.
Okay, they're going to be able to convert this with Kiwi Boy coming in with the shot, able to knock out that Bloodhound and get the full on him with the swap as well. If they're able to pick up this res potentially, we're going to take a look at Kiwi Boy as they do go ahead, give him the drone as well so that they can come back swinging here. There is a free purple for them to get that swap, give themselves a chance to get back in this fight. And look at how quick it is. That's the power of Lifeline, you know, that goes so unnoticed in most ways. So let's take a look here as Kiwi Boy is trying to find that final person as the zone begins to close on them. They have 2 minutes to head all the way to that edge. The decoys come out here. It looks like they get a break on one, but they do get knocked. Agent Shep is going to get that revive as well, slowly but surely here to get them back in this fight. This is where the most clutch moments can happen with Lifeline, but still, this fight is not over for him. So now you see they have the free swap. There's very little time before they have to go rotate. The zone is closing further and further away. It is only the first circle, though, so it's not going to be too much of a problem for them. They play their heals wisely.
It's unfortunate when there's less than half the teams remaining on the first zone because it becomes very hard to find the remaining teams. It's usually a drawn-out walking game, but it's a free 10 points, I guess, if there's less than 10. If you play it smart, you keep it going. Why don't we jump over back to, I believe Lince looks like the only team that may be getting into a fight here, catching a little bit of a revive on Drama. All sitting purple here. Seeing the flatline volt again from Lince. He does love his flatline. And I love watching it.
Yeah, go Burr.
Not much. A lot of teams hiding in these games. 3 remaining though, and a lot of kills sitting on this team. Renault Pry is going crazy this game. Nice little 12 that we can see. Oh, and a beautiful beam coming out of him. Sitting Nugget straight down. The thing about the revive is it calls the other teams over. They think it's going to be Nice little lunch for them, but they're not the one that are going to be eating today.
You know, somebody call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. But not for me. You see, this team is going and trying to execute. But, you know, that caster curse remains as that squad is going to be able to finish Linz here as the Octane. And that is not what you like to see, as you see they're trying to look for some kind of trade here before going for that banner. If they're able to make it a 2v2 situation, that is way better than not. But with only 3 squads remaining, it looks like it's going to be kind of hard to lose that attention from them. But as Valkyrie, you still have a good chance at holding angles. You can play that movement as well. You still have a minute before having to really catch that banner. And plus, if they play it smart, they could potentially play the shield swap as well. Let's see if they're going to go for it. And it looks like they are. Slowly but surely, this could be a reset for them. But it looks like they do have some shots put against them here. Here comes Drama from behind, trying to get some kind of another peek angle. Looking towards the west here from the east side. Getting a break on their Valkyrie.
Trying to catch the tag here. They are able to... Oh, it looks like they're not even going to go for it. I don't think there's any revives left in the game. Maybe one in the back corner there.
They were able to finish one, the Horned King. So now it's going to be an official 2v2. So since it's an equal game, I'm kind of surprised, though, that they ran right by their box. And they have 3 seconds in order to pick up that banner, and they don't opt for it. I am very shocked to see that they didn't go for banner. They could have gotten a quick res on edge of zone. It's still in, but that's okay. They're going to play as a 2-stack. I think they're just going to play their time here and essentially try to go for, it looks like, just finish the game here as a 2-stack.
They said, nah, Linz, we don't need you for this one. You did enough. You sit back. It's our turn. Oh, but Drama going to get shot in the back trying to look for the other team here. It's up to Andresito to try and catch the win. 1v3 maybe.
Here comes a flatline play, getting a knock on one, which is the best that you could see. Potentially going to go for the shield swap. Able to go for a purple. Waiting for that other to go for the kill with 8 to their name. If they get this win, that's going to be massive points here for no reply. And that's going to be a gray shield here on the Wraith. This could be a potential game for him. Both of them with grays. This is very up in his shot. If he goes for the swap here, this will be perfect for him. Getting the swap just in time. On that 3-stack, that is going to be at least, I think that's going to be 27 kills to their name. So that's 37 points. Connor. 37 points in that game alone.
Incredible game. That's the highest game we've seen so far. Why don't we jump over to Kelson here? I see Kelson just went down. It is a 1v3 situation. It's only a few moments left in this first round. All points really matter at this point. Kelson going to be taken down, unfortunately. We're going to be able to see his teammate, though, see if he's able to clutch it up for them or if they're going to get sent back, because this may be the last game they're able to compete in. Unfortunately, they are all dead.
And that is going to do it for them. So as it heads out there, we're going to have to see how we're going to continue forward. Let's take a peek here over at Agent Shep and their squad to see how they're performing. You see, Brandon is currently in a fight. His shield is broken, and they're going to have to see what they can pull off here over by Twins.
I'm ready when you guys are. I'm grappling up top. I'm here. I'm grappling. Ready? Go ahead.
So slowly but surely, you can see that Brandon is going in for a pick. Not being able to secure it here, but almost able to knock that lifeline. And are they going to try to secure that push? But that Rampart is just holding on with the shield. This is a perfect play to play with the Rampart and lifeline. And they're going to be able to get that full kill on Brandon. Very unfortunate for them, but they're still 2 alive trying to get that full light. And they win it. They win it just in time.
With only less than 1 minute remaining to the end, buzzer, almost a buzzer beater here. Wonderful victory coming out of Spiffy Wiffy. Let's see how many kills they pulled here. natural to be ready to just leave the game at their pub. We're not going to be able to see what they pulled, but going crazy here. Actually, if we could jump over to Brandon. Oh no, they all backed out.
And it looks like that is going to do it here for our first round then. We're going to get an update to you guys shortly after this quick break and tell you the scoop on whether or not we have some teams that are in favor of winning this $300 cup, or if we're going to find ourselves at a very tight battle. So, Poor Boy, is there anything else you got to say before we head on to break?
Before the break, I just want to say the teams that are about to be knocked out, they did a wonderful job. I didn't see anyone not doing their job. I think every team did a lot here. But you know what? Let's just jump straight into the promo. I think that was just a wonderful first round.
All right, we'll see you guys shortly.
Hello gamers and esports enthusiasts. I'm super excited to share with you the amazing perks you'll unlock when becoming a mercenary member of MOCH Empire. For starters, mercenary members have unlimited free access to participate in all MOCH Empire tournaments and events, regardless of any entry fees. There's some amazing prizes to be won as well, including gaming and streaming gear, so make sure you bring your best to the table. You'll also gain access to the Armory, our online merch shop made just for mercenary members with exclusive and limited edition merchandise. You'll also have the opportunity to customize merch with your name on it. In addition, members receive 10% off all MOCH Empire merchandise and free shipping on all orders. And don't forget about our prize of the month. We are super excited to have you here. And to show our appreciation, all mercenary members' names are showcased at the end of all MOCH Empire YouTube videos. So what are you waiting for? Become a member today. And welcome to MOCH Empire.
Wow. Only $8 to join the Mercenary Club for the MOCH Empire. You get a lot of good deals there. Honestly, if you're a fan of today's tournament, if you're a fan of the org, I think you support them. It's a great cause. You get a lot of good things there. Honestly, I'm thinking about buying it myself.
It seems like the opportunity, if you are willing, please be sure to check them out and see if it fits with what you're trying to do. As well as that, this is another great opportunity for Apex Legends tournament play. If you're trying to get into the scrim life, if you're trying to participate as well, make sure you support and see what it's about.
Absolutely. I think we take a look at, do we have highlights from some of the last games there?
So remember, these are the teams real quick. Just to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown, there are 6 teams that are competing at the moment here. We're going to have a round 1 graphic here shortly. The highlights we will be showcasing as soon as they're ready. But at the moment, we do got to remind you guys that we're getting everything together, and this will be an established thing at the end of it. So fear not, we'll make sure that the points are accurate and ready to go for you guys so that you know what is what. And yeah, we'll make sure we get those highlights right on the roll, and we'll see how these teams have performed thus far.
It actually looks like the highlights are ready. Let's check out what we may have missed, what we've seen.
Razor, Noxto, and this is going to be Neo as well. The 3 of them playing over by Grow Towers. So they're going to be trying to pull. Now this honestly makes me wonder how many times I've been playing just a random pub match, and I was caught in the middle of a pub race where I just get absolutely melted while I'm just chilling. These guys are playing for cash, you know what I mean? It may very be the case. It might not be. We're going to have to see. Oh, it might not be. I'm lying. I'm lying. See, they're the same exact position. You can't get mad at me for that. They are literally the exact position. So, getting taken out. So, 1 IQ, finding themselves a huge leap here in game 1.
Absolutely massive for 1 IQ. That's a 25 kill game. That's a 35 point. A lot of teams hiding in these games. 3 remaining though, and a lot of kills sitting on this team. Rebel Pride is going crazy this game. This little 12 that we can see. Ooh, and a beautiful beam coming out of him. Sitting Nugget straight down. The thing about the revive is it calls the other teams over. It's going to be a nice little lunch for getting the flatline bolt again from Lynx. He does love his flatline. And
Flatline go
I love
crazy.
watching it.
Yeah, go Burr.
How much? A lot of teams hiding in these games. 3 remaining though, and a lot of kills sitting on this team. Reliply is going crazy this game. Nice little 12 that we. Got beautiful white coming out of Linz here. Able to put them down real quickly.
It's literally to the definition of the book of how I explained it. I mean, you have Octane going in, trying to drop as much damage as.
Gonna put up the fence, but he's able to take him down with relative ease here. Drama gonna back up. He's gonna try and get his teammate's banner. I think that's the play here with a knock. But he is getting pushed from behind.
Razor, Noxto, and this is going to be Neo as well. The 3 of them playing over by Grow Towers. Welcome back, you funky cats. So it looks to me there is a lot to go down with a few things in addition to give you guys. The round 1 graphic is already in action to give you guys the scoop on how these teams performed thus far. So in the first round, you guys can see here, all of these teams are playing very differently. Only 2 of the 5 here playing thus far have gotten 4 games down here in the first round, but you see their points are a little bit shorter than normal. And you can see teams that have played it more passively have been gaining themselves those picks. So you see 1IQ with a win, giving themselves 25 points, but only 1 game in their round. Then you got No Reply here, picking themselves up plenty in the 2 rounds that they got, giving themselves plenty of points to play with. So it looks to be more close than we anticipated, but it's not anybody's game quite yet.
Do we have a scene to show us how many wins we had in there as well? Because we've seen quite a few victories coming out. There's a lot of points in there that added up.
So if I am correct, yeah, take a peek.
Okay, so we did have a lot of points here. Total points, Spiffy Wiffy 38 with their kills. That's 1 victory. 1IQ pulling out a 35 off their first game. An absolutely dominant game coming to them. Who is unfortunately unable to reach the 30-point cap. And No Reply, 44 points. A lot of points from these 3 teams.
So on that note then, it's going to be proven to show that 3 teams are going to be moving ahead, and they're going to have another bout going in here to round number 2. We're going to see these teams continuing forward and see how they perform. So let's see how it plays out here, going in for another dip of a little bit of gameplay. I'm ready as much as you are, poor boy. How you feeling up in your penthouse so far?
Oh, I am feeling amazing up here, sitting in Trainwreck's house.
He's 48 hours in on his Gamba stream. He's feeling lively, guys. He's ready to get all he's gonna get all trains, you know what I mean? So he's gonna make sure he's gonna get what was the one he would play? I forgot the site he would play, but yeah. I when I was on Twitch on the Deep Dark Nights, I would be watching that. That was my jam.
Absolutely, but that's not what we're here to see today. We're here to see people compete for a wonderful cash prize. Why don't we take a little intermission here so we can jump right into the next round?
All right. It's all good. It was dead, dead, dead. That's what he'd say. Give me dead, dead, dead. I'm lying. See, they're in the same exact position. You can't get mad at me for that. They are literally the exact position. So, getting taken out. So, 1IQ finding themselves a huge lead here in game 1.
Absolutely massive for 1IQ. That's a 25 kill game. That's a 35 point. How much? A lot of teams hiding in these games. 3 remaining though, and a lot of kills sitting on this team. Relify is going crazy this game. Nice little 12 that we can see. Ooh, and a beautiful beam coming out of him. Sitting Nugget straight down. The thing about... Welcome back. If you guys haven't seen, we're about to be going into round 2 here of the MOCH Empire's very first Apex Legends tournament. We had a few teams knocked out. We have a few teams going into it. I believe it's RAR XD versus 1IQ. Remember, this is first to 30 points, actually. We forgot to mention that in the first half. That's why 1IQ was able to throw down 1 game, and I don't believe they even played after that. They knew exactly where they needed to be. No reply versus the Great Ones. All 4 of these teams, an absolute dominant force coming to round number 2. What do you think is going to go on here, Connor? Who do you think is going to win these ones?
So now that we have secured teams that are looking for a position here in the finals, you know that there's going to be some sort of strategy here as to whether or not they're going to be able to secure themselves that position. Now, it's not like they have to go all in or nothing at the moment. They could still play at a pace that will make them feel comfortable. I mean, you saw that different strategies have worked for multiple teams. There's the going as quick as possible route, getting the kill points and potentially dying off hot drops. But there's also the going for a significant amount of kills in one long longevity of a game. So you could see that some teams are playing it differently. It's nice to see that there are different routes that you can take to win. And I wonder what they're going to plan on executing here for round 2. And I feel like it's going to be up in the air. I feel like there's still a lot to be known. There's still a lot of unknown amongst these teams, but I can guarantee that we're going to see a lot of kills here rolling in this second round.
Absolutely, Connor. I believe I just got word round 2 has already started. So why don't we jump right into Agent Shep? It looks like we're on World's Edge as well. We're going to see a lot of kills going on here.
Here it goes. It looks like they're dropping over by our greatest and favorite spot here on World's Edge. We're over on the opposite side of Streamer. We're going for the poverty side of Fragment here, and they're going to go for that long stretch here, trying to find some sort of third party. I mean, that's the exact spot that I like to play as well. And it looks like Agent Shep's team has been eliminated here. So right now we're going to be currently looking at no reply. And let's see how this goes. So you can see that Lince, they're looking to drop in the same particular spot. I mean, World's Edge, you know where the most kills are going to be. If you can be confident as a 3-stack, then you're looking at yourself at plenty of kills here. I mean, if you're familiar with the 20-kill grind, you know what you have to do in order to stay alive, but make sure you secure those kill points. I mean, especially when there's money on the line, there is going to be a sort of a strategy into securing those kills.
As a solo queue pub wraith myself, a self-proclaimed movement player half the time. Construction's my home. I know this is the place you want to be if you want to drop high kills right off the bat. Although very dangerous, a lot of times you won't pick up a weapon. So looks like he's going to get a R9 Sentinel here, which is a very strong start in my opinion. If you have an R9, something auto, you're able to take down a lot of these players that have less than nothing. Although Lin's taking a lot of damage here, but he's able to put down a beautiful kill there as he drops. And again, a scary building for controller players to face and play in, both pros and cons. The zipline's not really their friend, but their aim unmatchable, absolute beauty damage coming out. They were able to wipe construction real quick there. Going to make their way over to streamer building by the looks of it. The exact rotation I would personally take. I don't know about you, Connor, but do you find yourself playing World's Edge a lot?
Whenever I'm in the rotation of pubs, being it that there's 3 maps on rotation at the moment, you got World's Edge, you got not Olympus, sorry. Oh yeah, you do have Olympus. You have World's Edge, you got Olympus, and you have Broken Moon. I am particularly a fan of all 3 for their own reasons. A lot of hate comes towards the likes of World's Edge, just for it being in rotation for so long. There's hate over by Olympus as well for it being just a really weird positioning on map, but I just find it fun, and the same goes for Broken Moon. There's just a lot of weird things that aren't really typically seen on other maps, so it throws people off. But I guarantee once you got the rotation of Stormpoint back, once you have all 4 maps in somewhat of a rotation, then I feel like people are going to give it more of a comfortable standpoint. I feel like people are just hating on it because it's new. I mean, that's the trend to do. But just like other maps, I feel like it's going to get love eventually.
Looks like Linz and the rest of the no reply is just running teams down in Fragment here. Exactly what you need to do. Unfortunately, he's going to go down, but his teammates should be able to pick him up. He did do a lot of damage before he went down. There's not many places for him to go. They are able to take him down. Going to cop a revive on him here. Ooh, but unfortunately, he is going to get cooked in the grenade. His teammates going to need to try and take this team on by themselves. If any team could do it, no reply can, though, after seeing them in that first round.
Look at how they're trying to hold on to this fight. The Mirage play comes out. It looks like this is going to be dangerous for Drama as they do get their shield broken, but they got Andresito still holding that play as well with their purple shield, trying to get a little bit of a push as they get the break on Mirage, and they're going to be able to pop that res in the meantime. So as they continue forward, things are looking good for them. But taking a peek here at some other peeps as well, let's take a look over at Eyes of Kelson and their squad and see how their game is up to so far. Actually, Linz is still fighting. We can see how this plays out. And they get the finish on the Mirage. They get themselves some more kills from no reply. Bad timing to ask for a switch, I know. I deeply apologize. But hey, we got to see it, right? They're going to get the rotation in. And now I feel like it's a good time to get a peek as to what Nelson's doing.
Looks like Great Ones actually opted to land in a more safe position this time. Going to be working their way in towards Fragment. Another good option is you land somewhere to the side, you kill 1 or 2 teams, in a more safe drop, and then you move through Fragment to take out the stragglers who either won their fights or are, in the long zipline battles that I'm used to. Very easy to come up and just take them out. That's a lot of free points. Fortunately, as someone playing in the zip lines, we hate them, but hey, it works.
You hate them, but you love them oh so much as well. I mean, love-hate relationship for a lot of things in life, and the zip lines are not excluded out of that. Now, it looks like this fight is looking to happen right on the train station outside of that zip building. So now as this fight begins to procure, you got the Bloodhound scan. It looks like some reses are on the horizon as well. Look at the knock here on 1. They're able to get that finish. And it looks to me they are still trying to hold that position, as I think 3 teams were here, and they're going to be the 4th party. Look at the 30 shots here on the horizon, but the Watson comes right behind. Mythical gets up the pickup, and as the Fuse gets the hit on him, You can see that Kelson is going to have to play their life. The 2-stack is still in a fight with another team here, and he is stuck inside the boxes. I think he's going to have a hard time trying to pull off this res. He might be soft locked in those boxes.
I don't know about you, but I've been in the position where I've been stuck in boxes before, and literally nothing you can do but die and hope they get your banner. Hopefully that's not the case here, but it might be for sure now the case. They have to get his banner. Well, unfortunately, they're actually all getting taken out there.
Yeah,
We're jumping over to no reply here, though.
Ooh, look at Linz getting the shot with the R9 wingman combo. Now, that is what I'm talking about. This is my main go down. If it's not the R9, it's the car. I mean, it's just a perfect kind of a battle, in my opinion, to hold with the wingman and the R9. You know, you get your initial shots with that wingman, and then you finish out with that R9. I think it don't go better than that. And it looks like with the movement comp that this team is playing, they're just going to go ahead and play aggressive here. As you see, Linz is already going to have themselves 1K on their belt. They're going for the push on this Pathfinder, and it looks like they're going to try to head and go and finish this team.
Why don't we get a listen in here, see what they're talking about.
Oh, that's going to be a huge hurt here with that fuse ult, making Linz one shot, needing to pop a bat. You see Andresito is also going to get knocked. So Drama, again, is going to have to come in clutch here to hold their team up and running as they get the re. They're going to look, getting a nade on 2 of those. It is going to be a 1v2. They're going to be able to get that knock. 7 kills on the belt of Linz and a res as well. Looking good for no reply here. And it looks like they're trying to secure themselves a spot here into that final round, but they are going to get third-partied unless that was a miscue here from their Valk.
I believe 1IQ is actually in a fight. Why don't we jump over to them, see what they're doing? I see.
It looks like Razor's shield is broke. Trying to get this fight over on Countdown, as you said. How do you think this is going to play out for them? I mean, they have to go for a slow heal. This team seemed to have their shots locked down from a distance, and it looks like their loot isn't looking too well at the moment.
It looks like they also opted to land in a relatively safe side, but they're dropping a lot of kills. Seems like they're just going to take their time here, play it together, you know? Like, they're such a good team together. Their teamwork is immaculate. Their aim is immaculate. Fortunately, Razor is going to go down, but his teammates are going to pull up. They're going to put down the second guy and the third, actually. I believe that's a team wipe as they catch a free res here. Probably not going to be too many teams on this side of the map at this point. 7 teams remaining. We can assume that majority of those teams are still around in Fragment, but there is actually a third party here. Never mind. Sorry, that must have been the last player of the other team. I apologize. But yeah, quick work. Now they're gonna loot up, grab what they can. I think they're gonna head towards zone. In my opinion, they're gonna head over to Fragment side. Probably the play at this point. 1IQ knows exactly what they're doing though.
Yeah, that seems to be the strat. I mean, pulling over, trying to get into the action at this point, it will be better than not. Less chance of an isolated third party. Getting yourselves into trouble. I mean, it's not looking too good that Razor has to continually slow heal, though, because, again, wasted time could end up being your demise if you just come up even 1 point short from another team.
Why don't we jump over to Kelson here? I see he's in a little bit of a predicament here.
Finding themselves plenty of fights. Let's get a listen in here on this final bout.
Nice. NT. All right, I'm gonna post that one real quick.
Unfortunate.
Let's go. We go again.
We keep jumping in. I think we're cursing them here.
It's bound to happen. Very unfortunate, yes. But that's going to be okay because at the same point, we can go ahead, take a peek right back at Linz to see how their squad is doing together because it looks like they're in themselves in a pretty good fight. And Andresito was able to pick themselves up a 3-peat. And I really, really feel like we can find themselves in this final fight. I want to get a listen in, a good listen in. I feel like we could do it. I believe in us. And if we time it right, it'll
Ya
happen
paró.
how we want. So let's see.
¿Pero quién paró? ¿El que
I
está ahí?
think we should do it
Creo que revivió el
now.
cripto. No
Let's
estoy
do it.
seguro.
Listen in. Where is that third though? There they are. Found them.
Ah, no. Ya no mátalo. Ese man no va a revivir.
They
No,
win
no
this,
creo.
it looks like we might have a 30-point victory actually.
11. Yo creo que ya, ¿no?
Ya estamos dentro de... Cargando los... Deberíamos ir por allí. Recargando mis escudos. Está llegando...
Woo!
Nah, se
A
mató.
Yeah.
beautiful
Do it.
victory.
Tenías 9.
That'll absolutely be a 30-point game for them. If the other team hasn't already hit it, we might see No Reply taking the round 2 bracket for their fight here.
All
Hermano,
it
saliste en las
took
mejores jugadas
was
del...
one game for them. They took it slow, like a slow roasted cook, and they were able to come out with a beautiful dish. And look at that performance, 13, 12, and 8. That will easily secure them that win. I mean, they will be moving on with that being said. Now we got to take a look at how the other teams are going to be performing here. There's still so much game left as we take a peek here at Razor, playing a solo here with 4 squads remaining here all the way in Fragment.
Well, IQ, we got a few comms going on here. We got one left. He's gonna try and get his teammate out here. He does need him if he wants to win a good fragment battle here. Catching a little revive. It doesn't look like the enemy team's pushing. We might have Nox on the other side. Able to get his teammate back up. He's gonna have to try and heal here, protect his teammate. He's gonna go for the banner. Oh, maybe not. We know that a lot of these teams today they've decided not to go for banners, but oh, they're actually banner camping outside zone here. 1IQ is gonna honestly use that to their advantage, though. They're
I
eating
mean,
a lot of
hey,
damage.
if it gets you the kills, right? I mean, some people will hate it, but if it secures yourselves those points, it's what's needed. So let's see if they can quickly tighten up and finish this as it comes down to 2 now. Going for the push, it looks like they're just going to be riding this edge zone. Here comes the nades, and they're going to try to stick this out right outside, but 43, 1 being knocked. They get the knock with the R9. They get the finish. Another point for them. Now, where is their teammate? That's the big question. He's able to loot up, which is good for their team, but they got to play it quick because this zone's going to hurt quicker than not. That's a second kill that they are able to secure.
Huge.
Very good looks for him so far.
They are being held down by possibly another team here, though. And if they see that they're a team of 2, I don't know. For my team, I know we're pushing that every time. Looks like zones are very far pulled, too. In a very scary position here. A position I would not like to be in. But, you know, when 1IQ's back is to the wall, they're like a wild animal. They're going to push their way through.
Here they go, looking for the push. The Arc Stars come flying. Looks like they got themselves Wadi trapped up, though. I wish Wadi would trap me up, though. Let's not get off topic, though. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead, take a peek. Let's see how they can react to see if they can get this. Still has a 2-stack. You can see that they got to go for the slow heal Valk. Oh, they do have a med kit for him, which is going to be good.
With the Watson holding the building down, they have 2 options here. And I was going to say that the option is to Valk ult, or they take the fight by jump padding to the roof. And it looks like they're going to go for the zone, which is definitely the player. But they're going to have to take a fight here in the tunnel. A very scary position again. But they're going to do a lot of early damage here. Going to use the pad to jump in.
Not the signage.
Catch his head on the top. Unfortunately, a little bonk there, but Revenant gonna take away Octane's powers again. Very dangerous, being cooked, but they're able to make quick work of him. Now they're gonna be stuck in zone for a little bit though. It is still an early zone though. Only I believe a 2-tick, so not too bad. Is that they will be able to make their way back in. They do not have any
Ooh.
alts here though.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope that with time they'll be able to push out. Looks like it's going to end towards staging and thermal station. They do have a little bit of heals to give themselves that final push. 3 squads are still remaining. I mean, playing as a 2-stack, you can only hope for kills at this point. And if they are able to apply much needed pressure against these final teams, they'll give themselves another win under their belt. I mean, saving the time, getting themselves progressing to the next round. This is almost a must since one team is already secured into the next round.
Looks like they're just trying to make sure they're not being held out here. That's the most dangerous position you can be in the game, is being held in zone. But it looks like they're safe to come out here. A lot of these teams are probably just W King, so they're not really paying attention to teams being outside the edge here. 1IQ though, looking for any opening, anything they can see. Looks like they're just going to talk about rotating here. There is a care package landing in the choke point. A nice little Kraber would make any 1 or 2v3 instantly 1v1. Honestly, it's the Kraber can take anything down at any time. Obviously, the best weapon in the game. If you don't know, it's a sniper. Huge damage on headshots. It is a one-shot shot, but looks like the enemy team actually might have opened that.
Let me just say this right now. Kraber's a good gun and all, but I gotta say there is one gun that I do think is just a notch above the Kraber. And I think for simplicity alone, for it having so much lethality throughout its entire existence, I gotta give it to the R301. I mean, if you got an R301 in your hands, you're putting in work. I mean, you're gonna be the main damage doer. I feel like if you have that fully kitted, I mean, you are a force to be reckoned with.
Hey, if we're looking down to the numbers though, the flatline, come on, does a little bit more. I'm a
It does do
flatline
more
player
damage.
myself.
Yep. If you got that flick down, if you're able to get that jitter aim going, you know, carpal tunnel syndrome is years away, my friend. So go at it. Go crazy. You know what I mean? I love the flatline for its damage. I really think that it needs to hold more of a place on a lot of team comps. If you got 2 ARs, if you're running double flatline, you could beam someone in 1 second flat, truly.
And there's one more weapon we all know, we all love. Most of us, we could get a little better with it, but a wingman, probably honestly the scariest weapon to see in the hands of a whole team. 45s ringing out, 86s. That's
I mean the double headies, scary.
You know, I myself, I was the CEO of the Wingman Association for a long time. I met my match, but over time, but it is probably the funnest gun in the game, the most rewarding. But honestly, if you miss, it is a completely wasted pick. So it's really a double-edged sword.
Now we can see with this 3 squads remaining, it looks like this squad is really doing everything in their power here to try to stay alive, make sure they can secure this final win. I mean, remember, this is pretty much nerf or nothing here for these teams. So let's see how we can hold out and finish, as it looks to be ending on the east side of Tree, or more the west side, I should say. Now look at that purple damage going on. Not too much health to play with. They're going to have to really conserve here if they want to get this win.
While we wait for them to try and catch a victory, why don't we jump over to Kelson here? They are in a fight on the edge of zone. Or sorry, in the middle of fragment. My apologies.
No, you're good. They were able to go ahead, secure that kill. They got 5 to their name now. They are still a 3-stack with the swap of Mediante. And it looks like this game is looking to be good for him with 5 squads now remaining. I think this is the same game that we saw him fighting in earlier on Lava Fissure, where it got pretty dangerous for him. Unless, oh no, I think they got full whites when we were trying to do a listen-in. So I think this might be their 3rd game for the night. So let's see if they can try and finish off on a high note.
Why don't we get a listen in here? See what they're talking about.
Cracked one. She queued. One down. Two on me. You fucking Mirage, I hate him. Down. Another squad.
Don't we all?
I'm down. I'm probably dead to rights here. They're pushing hard on my door. 4 squads left too.
Yep, the box destroys them again. Ooh!
Her fucking movement was nuts. What the fuck?
Why don't we jump back to Razor here, see what's going on in there? They're still trying to cop a victory here.
Oh, and we take a peek here back at Razor. They're still holding the same position. The zone just officially closed here. Now they got 1:30 left, and they are looking to be in God spy here for this end zone. So it's looking to be the best case scenario for them, and they're going for the knock here on one. The push is ready, and they're looking to finalize this kill on this squad, trying to get the res, but they're not able to do so, and they're going to get the finish. Another kill under their belt, getting the swap, a little bit of loot in the meantime. Now let's see how this team goes ahead and plays this out.
Remember, they are a team of 2. They did lose their teammate early on. They were banner camped, so everything they're doing here is most likely a 2v3 situation. But now probably a 2v2 for the one team as they were able to wipe it. They did give up position though. Kind of dangerous. They were very invested in finishing that one kill. Looks like they're just gonna play it slow though. Which
if
has
you take
been...
a peek, it may be a 2v1 potentially even. They get the break, they're going for the push here, and if it's a 2v2, that's best case scenario for them because that means that last team is either way far away or it's a wrap. Oh, there is going to be a 2v2. Here comes the fight for that final push. Not being able to connect any of those shotties for the final, but they're able to get the 2-piece. Now, look at that kill shot. 6 kills, 10 assists for Razor. So it looks to be a final fight, a Seer Rat versus the 2, and they're able to pick up the game. What a long-awaited finish, but it came down in their favor. That is what they needed here, and hopefully that's going to be the 30 points that they need to secure themselves here into the next and final round.
Wow.
So,
it looks like we have the answers. They are in. We have RAR XD and No Reply, I believe, making it in to the grand finals. They were able to pull out their 30 points a little faster than the other 2 teams. I do believe all teams may have hit that cap, but you know, it's first come, first serve here over at MOCH Empire. Just getting final count here. The bracket is ready.
Yeah, one thing I definitely want to see is what the bracket will look like here moving forward, as well as the graphic to see how many kills were secured in how many games. But as you see, 1IQ versus RARXD, they were able to pick up that win off the bat, as well as No Reply were able to just peek out against the great ones. Very close yet so far. So thus, we're going to say a GG here to the finalists as we go ahead into our final round 3. Now, as you can see, a very good game for the rest of our teams who are able to play it so far. Congratulations for continuing no matter what, and thank you for the game. So let's take a peek here at that leaderboard and see how our teams performed. And there it is. Take a look, guys. So close. You can see how many total games were won between the teams, and you can see that 1IQ, RARXD, and No Reply were able to pick up some wins, but No Reply was able to get 2 to give themselves 77 points and 67 total kills here on the leaderboard thus far. Now, RAR-XD picking themselves up 22 total kills and as well 31 total points with that win, but they were able to just pick it up very narrowly against 1IQ, just barely, because of how quickly they were able to execute those points. And now we're going to give you guys a quick break as to see what MOCH has for merchandise.
Let's check that. Wow, I'm in love with the design. Honestly, I met MOCH Empire this week. Beautiful merch. I love their logo. It's very clean, very subtle. Honestly, remember, if you join the Mercenaries Club on mochempire.org, you can save yourself 10% off on all merchandise. You can get your own custom merchandise as a mercenary. Honestly, beautiful, beautiful merch. Make sure to check them out, mochempire.org. I might have to grab myself some.
Now, with that as well, you still got plenty of game left to go here for the tournament. Remember, their $300 is on the line here, and only 2 teams are left to compete in this grand final. So we are going to get a recap on to see who is going to take it. I feel like we're going to have ourselves a nice shot as to see who is going to be the ones to do it. Looking at it again, you got RAR-XD and No Reply being the 2 teams to move forward. Let's see how those 2 teams go head to head with all the other competition gone.
I'm scared and happy at the same time to see RAR-XD and No Reply go at it. These guys have been dropping so many kills, a lot of dubs. RAR only came in round 2, but wow, they were able to show their dominance. They were. I'm excited. I'm excited. How excited are you, Connor?
It really just makes me wonder if it were in certain or other circumstances, if this were in a standard format, if this were like a typical game that you would see within scrims, I wonder how these teams will perform going head to head every single time. You know, they all have individual talent as players, but as teams as well. I wonder how their comp strategy would play within a typical comp format that you would see in Apex Legends, you know. So I'm really happy to see this new style. In my opinion, I haven't really done too much of kill races myself, so it's nice to see a little bit of a change. I love to see these teams actually having a little bit more comfortability here, not having to deal with the custom lobby kind of hellscape that it can be sometimes, you know what I mean? But with that being said, you know, this is a tournament style regardless, so these teams are playing their mightiest to try to get themselves a little bit of a lick at that cash prize, you know, and this is the round to do it. You know, these 2 teams need to go, and we're going to be able to find out how they perform here after this short 5-minute break. So Poor Boy and I will be back very shortly for you guys for our final round. See you soon.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back after the break here, getting ready to go into grand finals. RAR XD versus the wonderful No Reply. 1IQ and the Great Ones unfortunately being sent out. If you're coming here just after the break, you weren't here before. We've had multitudes of teams. 1IQ, Great Ones, Spiffy, Whiffy, and Huyas, all in previous teams. Unfortunately, unable to make it to the grand finals, but all doing a wonderful job today. We're going to be going into these grand finals with a new point system. As before, you only needed 30 points to advance. Now we have a 45-minute timer with 50 points, first 50 points, winning the grand finals. Again, RARXD versus No Reply. Both teams very dominant. I cannot wait to see what they bring to the table.
Yeah, you know, with so much on the board now, you can only see how much can happen between these two teams. And again, good job to the others who did perform. And we're just cut short by that unfortunate time limit that presented in this tournament. You know, if it were all up to kills, I'm sure it would be different, but there are going to be limitations that secure your spot here going into the final. And it was just going down to RARXD and No Reply, who are able to just pull that off at the last moment. So congratulations to them. And now we're going to be seeing how these teams finish off here as we go ahead and pick ourselves up into that final round 3. Also, just a quick mention as well, it is a pleasure to meet each and every one of you guys who are a part of this community. My name is Conwar. I am not really familiar with the MOCH Empire or any of who played today, so it is a pleasure to meet you guys and to see how you guys are performing, and hopefully I see you guys in other tournaments as well.
And of course, I'm Poor Boy. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've known Connor for quite a while here. I apologize for messing your name up. I'm not there.
You're good. I don't even worry about
it. But no, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to cast for the MOCH Empire. It's been a lot of fun today. And it's not over yet, but can't wait to see what happens. I really can't.
Yeah. And we are here. The game has started, and let's see how these teams are starting it. And here they go, playing off hot here, and it being the finals, it's going to be a little bit different. This time, instead of 30, since it's just these two teams, it's going to 50. So a little bit more time to see who can really take this all the way. And let's see how these teams go and play it. So we got Lince here playing on the spot, getting a couple of shots here with that wingman, able to pick himself up a knock with the wingman. Very lethal, as you say. One of the most dangerous guns to be afraid of here, in my opinion. And now let's continue following their lead. Let's hope that this team can continue their reign. As many kills as possible. If they're able to pick up 2 20-point games, 25 plus, ooh, that'll be money.
Just like we were talking about earlier, the double wingman or even the triple wingman, a disgusting combo. The damage that two of them can bring is honestly insta-kills here. Lince going to need to back up, catch a little bit of a heal here. His teammate is going to hold him down. Deciding not to take the armor swap. Unfortunately, not working out in his favor. He's going to go down here. His teammates are going to have to hold him, but the Arc Star is going to stop him from doing that. He makes the peek. He's going to get the knock beautifully coming out from Andresito, covering him here. Gonna have to try and catch a little bat here as he backs up. Ooh, opting to now full force going because they do have the knock, knowing they're up with 3 players on their team. Storming the upstairs. They're not going to be up there. Take the little freebie kill here. Oh, he was hiding in the corner. Sneaky, sneaky, but able to take him down with relative ease with the Mastiff. Beautiful shots coming here.
Looking to get themselves just ever so slightly ahead, more so than not, finding themselves 3 for the Octane. Drama also looking to be a little bit damaged, and another fight happening a little bit here to the east. Trying to go for that quick push here and secure that hit. They got themselves a knock here. Going for a second but it looks like they got the Newcastle and Gibby playing together, and that is just a very tragic comp to go against. So they get the finish in time, getting the knock on Gibby and pushing the res on that as well. And whew, what a play for him.
Again, just starting construction, a lot of free kills, moving their way just around fragment. You can either go counterclockwise or clockwise, but either way, you're making a clean swipe. Usually each area of fragment is being contested, so you don't have to worry too much about people rotating around. But looks like they're headed to streamer. No one's streamer, but they are on train station. Gonna converge on streamer here. Lynn's able to catch a few beautiful shots. They're gonna opt to use the jump pad in here. Fortunately, the guy was able to catch a bat. Lynn's in a very dangerous position now. Gonna go down. See if Andresito can save him, but he's taking a lot of damage himself, trying to pop a battery. Drama gonna play on his knockdown shield. Smartest thing he can do at this point. The stair position is a very scary choke to hold. Unfortunately, Drama is gonna go down. Andresito able to take one down in its place, but unfortunately, they're just unable to pull it off here. Still a
Did you
lot
see
of
that
kills,
3-stack they got fought against? Oh my god. 69k Valk. Very unfortunate. They're gonna have to re-queue, and let's go ahead and see if we can get a peek here over by Razor here. I want to see how they're gonna be doing and seeing how they play with Soviet AB.
Sorry, apologize for that. Over to RARXD. There we go.
Here we go. So we got Sir Wood, Soviet AB, and Freddy here also going for a peek. Let's see how they're going to go ahead and play together here. Now they got another game in. It looks like all of these teams are looking to get a reset, both dying pretty much at a similar time.
1, 2, 3, 4 teams going construction. 5 teams going construction. There's
I'm gonna go ahead.
there's a
So
duo.
they're going to be landing at quite
Only
different
2 teams,
spots
1
here
piece.
on
We just
World's
have to go-
Edge. One
kill this
team
duo and we go
going to be
construction.
dropping over by Lava Siphon, the other going towards Fragment. And now we see, it looks like they're going to be getting a punch out here with the Fusey. And let's see how it plays out for them.
What's up?
Yeah, team leaning here.
Okay.
Here near Freddy.
Playing in the area some of us like to call fade spot, between these two buildings here. A zipline building, it's a place for a Wraith to play yet again, but most of the fragment is, so. But they're kind of wrapping on the buildings, taking the loot from the team that is in the zipline building. So hopefully that team inside there doesn't get much, but actually they're going to push over to construction here. So we're taking a few back shots here, unfortunately. He's going to have to try and catch a heal. His teammates are going to have to hold him. Freddy is able to get a knock by himself. The Seer, again, very strong in pubs. Nobody really expects the Seer coming out here. Strong in rank. The most powerful character in the game right now, for sure. A team without it is at a disadvantage versus a team with it. It's a very strong pick. It's the first time we're actually getting to watch RAR here.
Now they're going to go ahead, trying to go for the push here on one that would pushed back towards Fragment East. Not being able to find any kind of scan, so it looks like, oh, that rate's right on his heels. Getting a nice 54 with the flat line. It looks like they're going to hold the door just in the nick of time here. And there is the knock and finish on Envy, getting able to get that swap here on the shield, get reset and ready just in case another fight comes their way.
Now they're able to head towards construction like they've wanted to do since the start. They did take the original team out, but it looks like nobody's at construction, so they're making the call to now head towards Broken Side. Might be a team in market here, making a little bit of a wrap here. The Seer is able to catch vision of one, ready with the ult here. Again, the ult allowing them to do so much, take so much space, control so much ground here. Able to instantly put down baby blue jokes, unfortunately. for them, not unfortunately for RAR.
They're able to get another huge 144. Looking to go for that initial push, and let's see how they hold on to it, and they get it here. What a play with 7 squads now remaining here for RXD, going for the scan, not able to get anyone secured. They do have a little bit of movement here happening under the bridge. Let's see if they can continue and get this peek on the Valkyrie, who is already knocked from Soviet AB. So they're going to go and see what's happening by elevator, but they may have peeked and pushed towards center. Let's see how they do. Going in, looking for a peek. The Cyril comes out.
If you notice how they're playing all these fights, they have the perfect ranked formation. They're sending one to flank every time to wrap on these teams, and really once you're wrapped, there's not too much you can do when you're surrounded. You can tell these guys have definitely played together before, or they all play at a very high level. It's really a spectacle to see if you're not used to that sort of play style.
Now, what's really going to be difficult for them, though, is if they keep finding fights that they can't finish quickly, that might put them at a disadvantage if the other team is executing faster and finishing games with a higher percentage of kills. You know what I mean? So, look, as you can see, they get the trade on them with a res, and they're going to be able to finish Sir Wood, bringing him at a 3v2 disadvantage just like that. And it looks like it's going to be another Twitch squad here who's going to be able to inflict that damage. They get a re-knock back to make it a 2v2. Soviet gets a finish on one as well as Freddy, making it a 2v1. And this game is looking to go in the favor. Back towards them, getting the wipe officially. And they're going to get reset, but Sir Wood being finished is not going to be in their benefit.
No, it is not strong enough, dude.
Honestly, one of the safest revives in Fragment would be construction once it's cleared out. There's really not much anyone can do. You have your teammates hold the zips. It's over for them. A beautiful wingman shot coming out. They're just splitting up here. I think they're kind of confident to take. Most of these guys are probably used to solo queuing pubs. They're used to taking a lot of these fights. Not too much work for them. Freddy's just going to play around the low ground, looking to see if he can take anything. Why don't we jump over to Linz, though, see how they're doing.
Yeah, I got to see how they're going to be performing thus far in this map. It looks like they're going to be hanging in generally the same spot as well. So they get themselves a finish on one of those teams, and I wonder if they're in the same lobby. I'm going to not say this time because I was wrong the last time. You know what I mean? So let's not risk the biscuit this time around. So they're going, yep, this is going to be a different map. That res wasn't open for the other team. So they're going to be able to get the res off on Andresito as well. And they'll be able to get that reset. So 10 squads left for them. And they have some kills on their belt. Looks like they're going to be running at the same pace, though. Not too much that you saw in the first and second round where they had to play really aggressive to secure their spot. So this time it's more about how well they can play individually each game.
Light work coming from Linz. R301, you were talking about it earlier, one of the strongest weapons in the game. If you can hit those shots, they are getting sent straight to the Shadow Realm, Yu-Gi-Oh style.
You know, this isn't one of those typical moves you'd see from Yugi. But I would say this is more of a Joey play, if anything, you know, just going balls deep as far as possible. You know, if you can't make it happen, yes, you can. You know, there is never such thing as never. And they make that happen. Look again here from the car play, getting a double knock. It's going to be Linz. But that is going to be huge damage from the Thermite. Able to pop another one here on that sippy cup, doing 70 flesh on him. And now it's looking to be in their favor yet again.
Looks like they have the heart of the cards right here. A lot of people moving into them, just giving them free kills. Like, they have full control of the roof. They're going to take control of train station here. Oh, okay, actually, can we jump over to RARXD? It looks like they're in a very tight battle right now.
Very low health for Sir Wood as he gets rezzed. They're going to be able to get this finish just in time and secure the win as he's able to get himself looted back up yet again. So this is looking very nice for them with only one squad remaining as long as they're playing their time fast. Oh my God, that was fast. Holy smokes. So, able to get the reset. They're going to wait for that final team here on the edge of zone. Now, with that being said, we could potentially get a listen in here on this team as they go for their final fight. Oh,
Dude, this is the second time you've done this. Who'd you do it to before? You did it to Morbid. I remember in rain.
unfortunate.
Which way do I go? Like, I don't even know at this point.
Everyone's gonna separate way. I'm getting the one side. It looks like a bunch is fucking white for them. I think I can hear them.
Can you hear them?
Yeah, they're on me. Of course, yeah.
This guy,
Flushes, yeah.
Freddy's walling, bro. He's just landing. He's just going towards every. He's trying to hide it. I swear. Potato wave. Yeah, you're trying to hide it, bro. You just know it.
Bro, I'm just fucking smarter, you know?
Yeah, you're smart. Number one arena
It's the
friendly. Smart as
But
fuck.
they're actually got tiny brain. They're just reviving. They're holding me on a egg glitch. Like, fuck you. It's like, do you have any fucking friends?
Uh-oh.
Please, I can't. I can't even fight this storage on egg glitches. Yeah, we're coming up now.
Just let him
It's
plug it.
so fucked. I literally just can't push that. Holy shit, I'm not going to sit on egg glitches.
It's
No,
fine,
I'm
it's
controller.
fine, it's fine, it's fine.
So dumb. I'm looking at you.
We're right here.
Freddy
I'm not
really
running.
likes to take these
They're-
fights by himself. He's a very
You just posted
he's
a thing
holding that
there's
W
something to
key
the
down. It might even be glued
Yeah,
down.
everything else.
Honestly.
I don't think there's any chance he's not going to be sprinting in this video game. He's played too long not to sprint. And look
Shit
at
on
this fight. A
Horizon.
huge beam here. As unfortunate Horizontal comes out, they're able to pick off the knock, get 2 out. And I
Stun
feel
here.
like this is going to be their end game here very
I have the
quickly.
fucking ping glitch.
Let's see how it goes. And
almost
they
left. Leave.
are
Leave and
the
ready up.
champions. They were able to win that game out. Very nice
Bernie scope
for
already, he's
them.
gonna yell
And
at
now
you.
let's go take a peek here at Linz here, as they are also looking to be in a fight as well. Able to get 1 knock, going for another. Look at those beams here. The final 2 who aren't knocked are 1 shot. So let's see how this goes. But a third party is on the horizon.
Looks like the other
So-
team was able to pull about a 25-point game roughly in their last game. That's halfway there. Not quite sure where No Reply is sitting at right now, but I know it's pretty neck and neck, I feel like, at this point. That win was huge though. The beams coming out of Linz right now are disgusting.
You know, and that is coming from just straight roller beams. You know, you can see them happening, but now it's all up to Linz again to play as the solo with 6 squads remaining. This is not a good position to be in after playing such a hard-fought long game. To get absolutely demolished here on bridge to take you out is not what you were looking for. You know, a huge game, but that 10 points that you're not earning is going to cost you big time here as you have to move on quickly.
Because you never know when the next game you jump into is going to be a slow start. If you're going to lose a teammate off the rip, it's really sketchy. You really want to go for the win when you're that deep into a
We got
game.
12,
It's really
3, and
unfortunate they got
21.
taken down there.
We have 7 and 19.
Looks like we're jumping back into Raw XD here. Both teams were sent to the lobby. They're going to be jumping into separate games here. Again,
At
though,
the
Raw
same
XD
time at that as well. So it looks like this is going to be a very good position for them. So I think if they're going to be able to start at the same time, that usually can give us a gauge as to how aggressive or how passive these teams are playing. You know, you could see that one of them were able to pick up that win, and holy smokes! Anyway, I just wow, that was a lot of red. Anyway,
You might want to get a drink of water there, Connor. It's you sounded pretty thirsty, my friend.
oh, don't worry. I got Sipskis on the in my hand. Don't even worry. You could see it in Discord. 1,000,000%. So you already know.
Yeah, this is good.
Well, it looks like we're actually moving to Broken Moon too. Both teams are now on Broken Moon. A much slower paced game here. You land hot, and there's going to be a lot of running happening. Although the zips do change the game. Just a reminder to the viewers as well, this is first to 50 points. I believe both teams have I believe RARXD got a 30-point game roughly in that with their win, as well as the other team able to catch at least a 20-point game in their last game alone. So both are pretty neck and neck here. It's still anyone's game.
No, you didn't tell me.
Now, really, the biggest thing that these teams have to look forward to is being able to completely get those wipes while still remaining alive. You know, the faster that you can get these lobbies out, the better it's going to be overall for you guys. So, you know, looking at this now, you can see that they got themselves into a secure amount of fights as it has come to a 1v3. But, you know, if you keep getting knocked, you know, you're only giving yourself less time to play with.
Bro, you're not fucking serious. Behind this wall.
Not going down like you just said. Very, very important here. It looks like. Actually, can we jump to the other team here? No reply. Also in a very dangerous position, both having one down. But I think Transformer. I believe that's the name of the middle of the map. Very dangerous spot. A lot of people rotating in from the zip lines, trying to play King of the Hill here. If you've ever played King of the Hill, you know that everybody wants the spot, regardless if it's pubs or not. It's a central zone.
The one thing about it as well is Terraformer really is just a hub for a lot of teams to rotate into. It's kind of like a second promenade in that regards. You can see that if you're not in the initial fight, you know, you're definitely going to get multiple chances of getting third partied. And look at that beam here coming. A 186 to get that shot. And it looks like they're going to have plenty enough time to get that res off as well.
Making quick work of their teams. Both RARXD and No Reply constantly making quick work of the teams they're running into. Actually, if we jump over to RARXD here, they're in a 2v situation, able to put that team down, but they are getting third partied from the height.
No.
Ooh, unfortunately, not able to get a proper swap. Gonna go down. Very unfortunate. Let us switch back here.
So another 6-point game for him with 25 minutes remaining in the round. Here you see Linz is going to be going for that push towards Terraformer as well. Their team is going to be holding that position. Let's take a look and see how they're going to go ahead and secure these points. 5 kills to Linz's name already. So it looks like they've gotten themselves into already 2 different fights here. And it can only continue further. They seem to have a little bit of movement in front of them, getting a few shots around 60 on the purple shield along the way. Let's see if they can hold this aggression here, or if they're just going to back out and play it for another fight.
Again, with the Broken Moon map, I'm hesitant on whether or not, if I was in this position, if I would, once I ran out of fights, if I would just back out and try and go for those early, you know, high kill early games, because the end game is going to get very slow after this fight, I believe. And I don't know what the play is, honestly. And you have to. That's the part of the tournament. You really have to make. You have to choose the right play for the game. I don't think we've actually seen anyone back out of a game yet at this point, which is I like to see it. It adds extra
content.
Puzzle.
And as well as that, you can see that this is looking to be more of a fight-intensive lobby, which is good for the likes of No Reply, because they're able to just continually find themselves in gunfights, you know, especially when you're holding down the fort on Terraformer. As you said earlier, it's a centralized place for these teams to be at. So they're looking to have that kind of king of the hill position here, especially as the zone begins to close. They have 3 minutes to really take on any teams that are going to be rotating in, you know, give themselves the best chance at an isolated fight. But if the third parties no longer continue, then you just leave. You know what I mean? And look, there was a team already rotating in, and they might be able to have a position to just get slightly in front of them, you know, to trap them within the zone.
I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't just land on them. We've seen how W key friendly both these teams are, but it looks like they are actually headed back. Maybe they didn't see them on the initial fly, because they are headed straight back to where they were. But again, Valk, such a strong pick for Broken Moon. It's such a strong pick for any team. able to, especially in a kill race, know exactly where they
Oh
are.
goodness, drama is just cleaning up right now, picking up those kills. Now they have 10 to the 2 of them, but you still got Andresito too, who's looking to find themselves some kills as well. So still a lot of game left to play. We can only hope that they can hold down this win, give themselves leverage here as they push forward in this game. You can see Soviet AB, Sir Wood, and Freddy are now loading into another match here. And it looks like we're about to get into 20 minutes remaining here on the match. We are going to go back on the rotation where they were initially flying to. So now they can look for new teams, you know, with 21 people remaining, everyone looking to be in a full stack. So this is a really good case and situation for them. They can find more isolated fights. Hopefully they're not going to get in a congested part of the map, such as Promenade, where a lot of teams could end up trying to hold their position and look for teams such as No Reply, who are looking for a rotation. Look at them. See, this is them intentionally trying to get traction towards their way. Hopefully catch a team off guard looking for a fight, and they could find themselves just that. Look at Drama getting a ping right behind. They're going to go for a 180 turnaround, and it looks like they're going to find themselves a fight right here.
Looks like we might have current up-to-date scores, and it looks like No Reply is at 36 points without any wins. Was there any wins for them? I honestly can't quite remember.
I'm pretty sure their first game was a win. They had the nice little 15 bomb plus a W on their belt, so got themselves 25-ish points, as you were mentioning earlier.
So we honestly might see No Reply hitting their 50 cap here. This honestly could be their game.
Oh, they're throwing.
Oh, they know.
Yeah,
they
they're
might
killing themselves.
They might be at 50. They might know where they're at.
They might have done it. It looks like they have 16 to their name now. If they had enough points in the previous match, they might have just locked in their position. We can only see and hope. Let's see what happens here as we take a peek here at the final bout here. Let's go take a peek back at Sir Wood, Soviet AB, and Freddy.
Someone's flying behind us, bro.
In front of us, there's a kid here.
They are currently sitting at 32 points, I believe. If my math's not my strongest suit, but I believe they're sitting at 32 points. One game could put them there, but No Reply may have enough here. We're just waiting on tallies.
Right behind this.
Ooh. The
So
results.
with the scoreboard, yep, they would have 52 at the moment.
So it looks like No Reply may have the victory here. We're going to have to make a few counts here, but it's sounding a lot like No Reply did actually finish it out in that last game there.
Nice. There's no way that guy's just shooting.
And as it's dwindling down to Soviet AB as the final man remaining here, all the way at core, they're gonna see if they can still continue this game out. If they can finish it here, unlikely, with a team looking at them, a huge break as they all come back to life. Let's take a look at these shots here. Getting a couple of shots, not being able to secure any knocks though, so he's gonna have to play this back and be a little more patient.
I have one. Because the other team's still here.
Or another dangerous position on the map.
Wanna kill the raid?
Another hot. There's a lot of hot drops on this map. It looks like the leaderboard is ready. Why don't we jump into that and see if we have the answers here, Sway?
And it looks like it is bound to be Roar XD and No Reply going for that final bout. And it's showing to me that it looks that No Reply is going to take it all. Very, very well done to them. Unfortunately, we couldn't see that last game play out from Soviet AB and the Roar XD squad. But congratulations here to No Reply for fully coming out on top. They did it in style with very much so a lot of efficiency. And poor boy, what do you got to say for them picking up that $300 prize?
Well, I'm sure they're feeling pretty good because they played pretty good the whole time. There was nothing but beams coming out of all those guys. Such strong teams tonight. Every team had a chance. I don't think anyone was lesser than the other. It was just who did it first. I think No Reply just they're a beautiful team, and if I was in their position, wow, I would be ecstatic right now. I would unbelievable gameplay from all of them tonight.
Yep, very much so. A GG in the chat. Everybody who is watching the stream today, let's get some love as to who you were rooting for, and a little bit of love to our winners as well. And remember, guys, if you are new, make sure you drop that follow on the bottom right hand of the screen. If you guys don't know who we are Poor Boy and Conwar, two streamers, aka casters in the field, who are making it known that we're doing this now. So, Poor Boy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, I'm mostly a full-time Apex Legends streamer. This is probably my first casting gig, really. It was a ton of fun, but normally I'm a sweaty wraith sitting in pubs, or I'm playing ranked. You know, I love competition. If I wasn't casting today, I'd be playing in it. It'd be a dangerous game. I think I would have done pretty well, but I don't know if I could have done as good as No Reply today. They did honestly phenomenal. What about you, Connor? You say a little bit about yourself, my friend.
Of course. Thank you so much. So, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Conwar, aka Connor. Either way works with me. I am, again, a full-time content creator, but mostly a caster as well. You know, I'm not too good on the sticks per se. You know, I do have myself a good one clip here and there, obviously, but my talents truly rely behind the scenes, in front of the camera, being a personality in front of you guys. And I had much of a pleasure to be right next to Poor Boy aside me to make this happen. So seriously, guys, thank you so much for watching and hanging with us today. And with that being understood, guys, I gotta say, thank you so much for watching today. Thank you for being a part of the stream. I mean, really, we couldn't have gone better than that. We hope to make this better and smoother for you guys in the future. More teams, more presence known. And if you guys don't know, make sure you drop the support and love for all of us who have been making this happen. And remember, we have a huge production behind the scenes as well, who put in work to make this happen. You know, even if there were some hiccups along the way, that is a-okay, because we're all human at the end of the day, and we're just trying to make the life we live a little bit happier for all of us. So, guys, again, thank you so much. Poor Boy, is there anything else you got to say before we head on out for the night?
Not for me, but I think make sure you guys check out mockempire.org. They have their Mercenaries Club. You can be an exclusive member to their org. Maybe one step closer to being a part of them themselves. You never know. They might get a little eye on you, you know? But we're going to see a lot more tournaments coming out from these guys. Incredible show that they put on today. And I'm just so thankful that they invited me to be a part of it. And I'm so glad we could get you two in here. And if you guys don't know, we caught him last minute. There was supposed to be another caster. It unfortunately didn't work out. But we were able to I was able to message my friend here, and we pick him up last minute. He's incredible to cast alongside. And I just thank Mock Empire for the opportunity. Remember, $8 a month, become a mercenary. mockempire.org, guys. Honestly, thanks so much. And that's really all I have to say.
All right. Well, with that being said, if you guys are new, make sure you drop that follow on the bottom right hand of the screen. It's been your boy Conwar and Poor Boy here for Mock Empire. We will catch you guys all in the next tournament. You be group, you be gravy. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. You guys have yourselves a wonderful one, and we'll see you later. Peace.